I don't see Emma.
Oh,
you went through the doors.
Hello, bitch.
That's
well,
fine.
yeah, I was kind of waiting, and I was like, I don't want to lurk in the middle of the street, you know?
Vibe. Hello, bitches,
Yeah.
hoes, and non-binary bros. Welcome to Wizard Stream. We're here. Hi.
Hi. Life is good. Leaf spent all day.
Oh, you're bringing it up right now?
I am gonna tell them what you did with your day.
It was like 2 hours, yes.
So productive this afternoon. They went through and rated all 1,000 Pokemon by cuntiness.
So there's a Pokemon cuntiness bracket that has been getting together for a while, and they finally posted their stuff a couple days ago. So I went through and I voted on all of it.
Yeah, they spent 2 hours just like
going through all of the polls, which had all 1,025 Pokemon. And deciding which of the 6 to 7 options for each poll was cuntiest.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what they did.
Yeah.
I was occasionally consulted when they felt matters were unclear.
Yeah. We need to fight these guys now, right? The ones
Yeah.
I just was in a fight with and didn't have the quest for.
Yeah. Dad, do you want to port? I think you're the only one not here.
He was just here.
Oh, okay. I went to what was next for my
oh, oops. Are you behind us or ahead of us?
I need to rejigger my deck
I'm supposed to go to the test chamber.
You might be one behind us.
That's fine. That gives me time to redo my spell.
Oh no!
I feel like
who am I porting to here?
Don't port to anybody. We'll come to you, and we'll do the test chamber.
Okay.
Okay.
Because we want to do that before we move on. It's this one, the door that I'm standing in front of.
It's the one I'm standing at.
Oh, never mind. You're ahead of us. Okay. Yeah, walk out the front door.
He probably just got the quest completed because we fought those guys.
Oh, of course. All right. Walk. Yeah.
Yeah. Leaf led me astray.
All right. Ignore me. Port to any of us.
Yeah.
Or maybe not
Right.
Rachel. Port to me or Leaf. Or Rachel.
I
Okay.
ported to Quinn.
Excellent.
Hi.
All right, I'm starting a
Our
fight.
leader.
In we go.
My spell deck is decent enough. I can add healing spells later.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
no.
I'm fascinated by
The spell I wanted. All
the
right.
phrasing of the poll, though. Because, like, it's not even, like, sexiest Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a difference between sexy and cunty, and I feel like cunty is more widely applicable.
maybe.
At least in the sense of Pokemon, because most of them are not, like, held up to traditional beauty standards. Yes, there is furry bait, but that is not most Pokemon.
The speed at which you corrected your sentence says so much.
Wait, I corrected my sentence? Oh, like that there is furry bait?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to deny that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can't look me in the eye and tell me that Lopunny is not.
Furry bait. Or
Furry bait.
Salazzle. Or
What?
Serena. You know, the Pokemon that evolves by knowing the move Stomp and has majority legs in the next evolution?
Yeah, as I said.
Yeah.
Normal.
I do think it was very funny. I was going through and I paid attention to the evolutions. None of the, like, original three, so Vaporeon, Jolteon, or Flareon were the cuntiest in their brackets. But almost all of the other ones were. Except for, like, Sylveon.
That's interesting. Because I think Vaporeon is pretty cunty.
True, but Vaporeon was going up against, like, Lapras.
Oh, yeah.
I think
You're
it
not
was
gonna be
it was
able
their
to
competition.
beat Lapras. They just did a lot of cunty water types in that.
Yeah, Gen 1 had a lot of cunty water types. It had it had Tentacruel, it had Lapras, it had Goldeen, who actually performed very well in the first round of polls.
That makes sense.
The Goldfish.
And it's kind of cunty. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Sorry. My poor father has to sit here and listen to this conversation. I'm sorry,
He
Dad.
willingly joined our Wizard 101 group.
I know. He continues to participate.
I really learn a lot, though, you guys.
You know, it's probably
This
good
is an
for
educational experience for him.
Yeah. Good for his
Exactly.
personal growth or something.
Where is this person?
Okay.
Dun-dun-dun.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm off by myself again.
I'm here. I
Is
just
this
had
where
to
we're
talk
going
to
now?
somebody.
Okay, good.
Oh yeah, Rachel. I both. Oh, Ray's here. Hi, Ray.
Hi.
I was gonna say, I convinced Charles and Katie to farm raw with us because they have skeleton keys.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm being edged out of
You're
the
being edged out
of the
because
raw
Katie
farming?
wants one of the pets.
we're short somebody.
I'm here. I was trying to continue to update my deck. Oh, I've been told to hydrate by Wiggly. I'm hydrating.
I got off the sigil because I thought you weren't gonna make it.
Oh. Okay,
We'll leave and come back. We'll leave
Oh,
and
God,
come
I
back.
hate that I have 3 different people on screen with me, not
I
including my
know.
character.
Also, when you guys come back, the people are
Visible
briefly
for a
visible,
second.
which is really.
It's horrible.
Oh, there's so many people here.
How are my friends in chat doing? Say hello to my other friends IRL.
Hi, guys.
Well, not IRL. Only Emma is here. And the cats.
I am real. Everyone else
Hello,
is weird.
virtual friends. Say hi to other virtual friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you've met them, Rachel. I don't know when you would have.
No, I don't think Rachel's met any of these people.
Aside from you.
Aside from me. I'm special like that.
Yeah, because we met you and we all met in college.
Yeah. Well, Rachel has met my dad.
That's true.
And
Ivan and Hazel.
Yeah.
Very important to count those guys.
I was gonna say they're very important.
They're
Very
very
important
important.
cats.
There are babes.
Yeah.
VICs.
Yeah, Ivan has been unusually stupid today. I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
he was like angsty yesterday. He's stupid today. They're
Yeah.
both playing.
Yeah. I wake up this morning and I kind of go through my usual morning routine and I wander into the bathroom. And I'm kind of going through my usual stuff. And all of a sudden, from behind me, Ivan's head pops out of the bathtub.
Like a normal guy.
Like he's been hiding in there for like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just waiting. And then all of a sudden he was like, oh, Mother is here. Hi, Mom.
You know, as you do.
That's pretty funny.
He's very offended that we went grocery shopping because it meant we left.
He did not like that we went grocery shopping for a whole hour.
I know. So means of us.
We're monsters, of course.
Ooh, unicorn. We did get the plant light set up though.
We did. That was good.
So the plants now have actual good amounts of light.
Yeah. We will solar them.
Give them the solar energy. And the begonia has been repotted outside, so maybe it won't die.
Yeah.
It was molding because I didn't know I didn't know you had to treat begonias differently than regular plants.
Well, than the plants we currently have.
The plants we currently have and all the ones that I've ever taken care of.
Well, yeah, I think it's substrate.
Yeah.
We have our orchids in a good orchid substrate. So like, if
The begonia wasn't in a good begonia substrate, and it's honestly still not in a great one, but it's better than what we had.
yeah.
And now I know I need to like actually fully let it dry out.
Which you wouldn't have known that.
Mm-hmm. Is your hot chocolate good?
Hot chocolate is excellent. I made good decisions today.
That's good. We need to rate the mac and cheese we tried for dinner. Because our favorite mac and cheese is the Kraft white cheddar shells.
Yeah.
Did we like the Annie's white cheddar shells better or worse?
I don't think it was quite as good. They didn't have as sharp a cheddar taste.
That's true.
Which I didn't love as much. Like, it was a little more buttery.
Yeah, yeah.
They were pretty good, but like...
If I added a little more butter, because I didn't fully read the instructions.
Oh, that could be why they tasted more buttery. But I still didn't feel like they had a super strong
sharp cheddar, yeah.
And
I didn't like how thin the sauce was.
No. No, I want a thicker sauce, and I want a cheesier taste.
That's our review.
This completes our intensive mac and cheese review. We have strong mac and cheese.
We have tried, like, okay, the 4-cheese Kraft mac and cheese was also good.
Yeah.
And that's nice because you can mix that with other cheeses very easily.
Yeah. We actually, yeah, we've become something of a boxed mac and cheese aficionados.
You know, as you should. I haven't made, like, actual mac and cheese in a long time.
Yeah, well, the problem is that boxed mac and cheese is easy and we like it.
And regular mac and cheese is hard.
Yeah.
But we also like it.
We also like it, but, like, sometimes, like, we just need an easy thing to do, and it's, like... Whatever.
And it goes well with Sloppy Joes.
And it goes well with Sloppy Joes. We're destroying shadow weapons, I guess.
Ah. Sorry, was I not supposed to leave there?
No, you weren't.
I absolutely just walked out.
Don't know.
I'm gonna port to Charles.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm being told to stretch. Okay, I have to get up and stretch. It is being requested. Oh god. Oh god. This is like the worst stream setup for that to have been requested. Okay.
Is it Wiggly?
It is Wiggly.
Wiggly, you are making Leaf suffer.
With 3 of them. Okay. Oh. Emma, can you confirm what I'm stretching and describe what I'm doing?
They're stretching, they're T-posing, they're stretching one arm, they're T-posing again, they're stretching the other arm. Well, I'm not wrong.
There we go. And those are the stretches that I can easily do in the about 2-foot square space that I have.
Yeah.
So. Okay. Wiggly is making me suffer and won't even say hi in chat. They're probably all actually watching me together because I know they're hanging out together tonight.
Oh, means to you. I love it.
Very means to me.
I have so much respect for them right now.
You know, me too. I need to break shadow weapons. Okay. But yeah, I saw them talking about pizza. So. Where? Oh, there they are. Okay, I'm now behind everyone else significantly.
Okay, this guy is gonna... I think this is gonna be a multi-part fight. Oh wait, I'm getting a cutscene, sorry. Oh, there we go. Okay. There's gonna be a dungeon, I think, and I think at the end we are gonna have a boss fight with a lot of cheats. So prepare yourself accordingly.
Really hate the full D&D party I have on screen.
Amazing works.
It would be a lot more fun if they actually helped me in fights. You know?
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't have 4 people to play with, they each would be, like, an extra spot.
They give you boosts, actually, in
Oh, they
combat.
do?
You probably haven't noticed them.
No.
But they boost us in combat. So if you
Oh,
look at
cool.
your stats when you're in combat, scroll over your own picture,
Mhm.
you'll see you're getting this boost and that boost from these characters.
Oh, I'll have to look at that then. Okay, now I'm going to go in the dungeon. Oh, wait, cutscene.
It's not very long.
No, yeah. It just made all of you fade out of existence for a minute.
Yeah, no, it's like, oh, it's cutscene. And then it's like, no, it's not really a cutscene, actually.
Okay, let's go.
All right, and we go. Yes, it's 1 hour. We all know this.
Oh, yeah, so when I went to Pride this weekend,
Yes.
it was fun.
It was a lot of fun. We were very gay.
We were...
There were a lot of other gay people. It was nice.
We
Always good to talk to gay people.
supported many gay people. I got a new keychain, and I got a little NB Lizard from my bookshelf.
Yeah. Much good stuff.
Indeed.
Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah.
Like, by the time we were done, I was tired.
Yeah. And it was, like, overcast that day, too. It was just very humid.
Yeah.
Did my hometown friends make it to hometown pride? Because I know that was happening yesterday and today.
Yeah. Is there pride? I mean, of course there's pride in Seattle. I don't know why I bother asking, but did you go to pride in your hometown, Rachel?
No, I did not. I have somewhat of a curse where inevitably something else will be scheduled on the day that Pride is happening. I know like 3 different people that have birthdays that week. So usually something ends up happening. Also, there's also a little bit of like, that's a very crowded event. And
yeah, no, it's a lot.
It's a hard sell to go by myself, and it's a really hard sell to get to wrangle other people into doing it. So
True.
Yeah, the advantage of having a partner is that
I have never actually managed to make it to Pride.
that's
Despite
pretty sad.
That's
I used to attempt it. I've kind of
Given up.
stopped.
Yeah, that's fair.
I kind of view it like the state fair. Like it's a once a year thing.
Mhm.
I kind of mentally prepare myself in advance and I go and it's fun. And then I go home and collapse.
Apologies if I talked over anyone during my stretching session. My headphones managed to get muted.
Oh, you're good.
Whoops.
I'm blaming Wiggly for that.
Absolutely.
We are going to the zoo next weekend though, which is exciting.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the zoo.
And Cap is visiting, which is also exciting.
Cap is visiting.
I'm gonna try and
Wait. Cap is that human?
Yeah.
I had no fucking idea.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know. Well, why would I? You always refer to him as Cap on stream, and you refer to him by his name everywhere else.
Oh yeah. No, it's that human.
Oh my god!
I thought I made that clear.
No! I had no goddamn idea. I'm mildly pissed actually.
I thought I have accidentally called him his name on stream. I thought you caught that, and I try to not name him actually on stream.
I'm sure you have, and I'm sure we've had this conversation before. I had just totally forgotten.
Yes, Cap is that human.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Gonna try to unpack at least 1 or 2 more boxes before they get here, though.
Well, the thing is that I always associate that human with like Pathfinder specifically in my brain. So like, the idea of him doing non-Pathfinder things is very odd.
The majority of what I talk to him about is Pathfinder.
I know. Like he's your Pathfinder friend. So
he is the one who got me into Pathfinder.
Right. My God, he has other hobbies?
Yeah, physics.
Nonsense.
And video games.
So you and he really have a lot in common, huh?
And autism, yeah.
Yeah.
And being a-spec.
Yeah.
We're kind of the same person, but different genders. We're like, he did the physics side of the coin, and I did the chemistry.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that is that person, yes.
Dang.
That's really funny.
I love Rachel and my dad just tactfully sitting quietly because they have no idea who we're talking about.
Yeah, I think Rachel's met him once or twice.
Yeah. I mean, I had not like a similar thing. I went to like a historical reenactment thing over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Not a reenactment thing. But and I managed to run into like, so a friend invited me who's been going for years, and he knows a bunch of people, and was, happy to invite me and introduce me to stuff. And I ended up running into like 3 different people that I recognized from completely unrelated things. So half the day we spent together, and then half the day I was just hanging out with. I was like, okay, so and so meet such and such. They're from, you guys have never met before, but you are part of the same circle. So I don't know. I've had a similar but different experiences to you guys.
Vibe.
Well, yeah, and it's always really
kind of
funny when
slow.
like you're like, oh, it makes total sense. This person is interested in this. Like, of course they would be there for that because, they're exactly the sort of person who would be into historical costuming. That's why we're friends. But it's like,
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, the one that jump scared me was they're not even my friend. They were my old friend of my sister's who I
Oh.
lost touch with like years ago.
Yeah.
So like this person is a redhead. So
Right.
I turned around and I just kind of got jump scared because they were standing right behind me having a completely different conversation. So I turned around and I just like flash of red right in the corner of my eye, and I turn and I recognize the person that hair is attached to, and I'm like, what the fuck? Holy fuck, where did you come from?
Yeah, I feel like in Minnesota, red hair is less of a like, oh, obviously it's this guy, like, because there are so many, at least.
It wasn't, no. This person looks very distinctive, not just because of the red hair. So it wasn't just that. But it was like, red hair is kind of eye-catching. So I turned, and then I was very surprised to recognize the person it was attached to.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. Yeah. It is pretty funny because working at daycare, like part of our job is sun blocking small children. And I swear this will connect back to what we were just talking about. But periodically, you have these conversations with parents where, they're, fairly dark haired, but they have produced a kid with bright red hair.
So
they're
real quick,
cheats.
There's going to be, one of us is going to get hit with like a damage over time every couple of rounds.
Okay.
He's going to summon minions after the first round, so there'll be other things in the fight. The big one is no traps.
Okay.
Or no helpful wards, which I think is just traps.
Traps or shields.
Or shields. Okay, cool. Pet spells don't trigger any of this.
Okay.
Cool. Let me
But I need to
add a couple more healing spells to my deck and some reshuffles really quick.
But yeah, periodically you have these conversations with parents who are like clearly slightly bemused by the fact that their child like fries in the sun, in the moonlight, and they're like, yeah, we've got this SPF 60 and we're not sure if it's enough. And I'm like, it probably isn't. We'll put it on and we'll see.
Yeah. Okay, I'm good to go when you guys are.
But there's a little girl in my class, who's got bright red hair, and her parents like brought an SPF 50, and I had to come back and be like, yeah, so I don't think this is enough because all of her family has dark hair, and she's not. She has, a skin tone approximating my father's. Sorry, Dad.
Pale.
Yeah, it's her,
I mean,
my dad.
People in chat don't know your father's skin tone.
Well, yeah, but like,
Fair enough.
Yeah, my dad is
a vampire.
My father is a vampire. He is of Scottish extraction and has the complexion to match. So,
yep.
I was almost saved by the fact that my mother is not as pale as my dad.
We're already getting some tans this summer. That's nice.
Like, Mom is hardly, tanned, but she's at least tans well enough that I'm not in as much trouble as my poor father is. No offense, Dad.
Yeah, it's not great, I think, especially in a world where sun damage and skin cancer is more common than it used to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Not a desirable trait.
No. But it was pretty funny to sort of watch this family come to grips with the fact that this child, like, they're like, I literally have no idea how to handle this. Like,
yeah.
My 3-year-old just, like, is like, sunblock isn't enough.
Is paler than the sun.
Yeah.
That was words.
Anyway, I it's all gonna work out for them, but just you can tell that the parents are a little baffled.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
Guess I'll go one more.
This guy has a cool model, though.
He does. he's. I'm waiting for him to summon minions, TBH.
Yeah.
He said after the first round.
Like,
so
I've
I'm
got so many
confused.
blades, I don't want to squander those either, you know?
Yeah, like, where the fuck are the minions?
At the end of the
Ghost
first
Dog?
round, Ghost Dog will summon 2 Hagakure Blade minions and 1 Seijun Killer minion. They become active during the second round.
What the fuck?
So, I
Key
don't know.
for gore.
Key for war.
Alright, well. I'm going anyway.
But
Maybe we'll kill him.
Doesn't he revive? Don't we have to fight him twice?
I think so. Or
That might be...
there might also be a version.
Oh, this is the second form. Okay, so I guess the cheats happen...
Oh, next one.
So if we kill him, then the cheats activate?
I think that we kill him here and there aren't any cheats. I think he's got a
And
second
then-
form and he appears in the final dungeon.
oh,
I think we fight him again.
Ghost Dog is a pretty lame name. Does he get a cooler name?
I don't think so. I think he's
Damn.
Ghost Dog again. But this time he's
I think it's
shadowy.
cool.
Bye.
Alright, so now we see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, the good news is we killed him pretty easily without traps.
Yeah.
True.
So all we gotta do is add some minions. And it still should only take us 3 or 4 rounds to kill him.
Yeah.
He-
So that's nice.
He should still be a
Ghost Dog, I did not give you permission to lie.
Alright, so now he's back.
Okay.
Yep.
Cry havoc as they
So we do fight him again.
savage
We do fight him again, right away again.
Okay. So form 2.
Yeah, maybe I should have hit a potion, but
There we go.
everybody successfully getting in the fight here.
Yes. We're all doing it.
So good at our jobs.
I love Morganth being like, you're not allowed to die. Go back in there and kill
Get
him.
up, Kerr.
Or like, oh, classy Morganth. That's really what you should be saying to your servants when they die for you.
Yup.
Fuck off, bitch.
Yup. I think Hazel's gonna jump down and attack Ivan.
The cats have been a lot more, like, prone to, like, ambushing each other in a friendly way. Like, they kind of sneak up on each other and play.
Beating the shit out of each other, / friendly.
Yeah. Beating the shit out of each other / friendly.
Like you do.
Nee.
Well, you know, it's that sibling relationship. Sometimes your sister says, you won't bite me, and then you have to just prove her wrong.
This is Emma talking about Katie.
I was like, is this well,
Charizard.
first of all, yeah. But is this speaking from experience?
I actually wasn't the one doing the biting, and we were both, like, fully adults.
Katie bit Emma.
It was amongst the funnier things she ever did, actually.
You know, it's a vibe.
Like, because I really was like, I was being a dick about it, you know? Like, she was like, oh, I'm gonna bite you. And I was like, you wouldn't dare. And she's like, I will. Don't test me. And I'm like, I'm pushing you. I'm testing you. I'm calling your bluff. And then she fucking bit me.
Nee.
And my mom was like, I mean, you were kind of asking for it. And I'm like, she bit me. I was like, you are too old for me to be dealing with this.
True.
You're on your own, Emma.
So, Charles, you're gonna be hitting with a regular attack or a shadow spell?
Oh, regular. I mean, I have a shadow in, but
Vibe. Then I will not cast my shadow blade on you.
I do have a shadow pip. We'll see if my spell comes up.
Ah. Okay. Well,
Oh, look at that.
Rachel's
Ooh.
doing the thing.
I just realized this might count as a helpful ward. Hopefully not.
I don't think so.
Nope, nothing happened. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
A ward is a specific kind of defense.
Not this shit.
Not this shit.
All right. I think no matter what, I'm going here.
Cool.
Let's see.
Fair.
Cool.
Best
I appreciate
available
them
is-
bringing back the Mushu cows.
We like the ninja pig
Kill
too.
the poetry of war.
Hmm.
Sure, that's fine.
That's probably nothing.
All right.
Gaming. Excited for the short work week this week, though.
That is going to be really, really nice.
You're still.
You guys both have Friday off.
Oh, yeah, we do get Friday off, and of course, we both only work 3 days this week because we have our days off anyway.
Yeah, and my work is like, my work does it weird because they're like, we only want you to work like 40 hours maximum, and since everyone else is working 32, I only have to work 32. So I have to work 3 days and 2 hours, which is very nice, actually.
Yeah, they want to make sure that Leaf gets the vacation time. So, yeah, so I'm only working 3 days, and Leaf is working 3 days and 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna straight up go in, and I got trained on our fancy microscope, so I'll probably just do that for 2 hours.
Yeah. So it's gonna be nice. We're all gonna get a vacation. People are coming to visit. We're gonna see.
We're going to the zoo.
I remember that fight as being pretty
to the
tough.
zoo.
But we kind of breezed through it.
I think there's a follow-up version of this fight in the final dungeon. Like I
Yeah, the gallery or whatever it's called.
Yeah. That's like, I think we fight him and a couple other bosses simultaneously. And that's the one that I had in my head.
I love how edgy Rachel's shadow spell is.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're all similarly edgy. I tend to be the one to use it because they gave me
The radiant
the perfect spell for my position in the team.
Yeah.
star magic. It will be a guiding light for the next part of your voyage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to the girl.
Oh, you did it! Spellbinder.
Oh, we finished the Phineas and Ferb revival today. There was some like weird stuff in the middle of the season.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I found it as weird as you did.
I found it really disconcerting.
There was one unsettling episode, but that was it. I didn't hate the moth as much as you did.
I hated the moth a lot.
It's only like third or fourth weirdest thing Doofenshmirtz has ever done.
No, that's true. I also hate that I have these 3 guys following me. I don't need my D&D party to follow me at all times. I'm specifically not playing Baldur's Gate 3. I should play more of the Pathfinder Kingmaker game that I have. Why don't I have my mount on, actually?
You mean the absolutely terrible Kingmaker game?
Yeah.
I love that they make you run back manually.
Yeah.
Like, classy, guys.
Oh, wait, no, I had, my penny farthing. That's the mount that goes with this outfit.
I guess in hindsight, I could have teleported to the Bastion and then taken the waterfall thing
Back.
Yeah.
but I didn't know that was that was where it was going to drop me.
No, me neither.
Oh well. Hindsight is 2020, which is a phrase that now has like a different meaning to me because of fucking the
COVID.
whole.
The starfall.
Yeah.
Perhaps the bees knew something in the old times.
Well, also just 2020 in general. There was always going to be some reason that phrase picked up a new meaning in 2020 because it was going to happen.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
But for it to be that is like, oh.
2020 was a special year.
It was horrible.
Like, you know, what's the thing? The old curse, may you live in interesting times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't want to live in interesting times anymore. Can somebody talk to that person who gave me that curse and get them to revoke
What
it?
is this? You know these apparitions? Quickly, speak to them.
Now we gotta talk to the bitches.
Be at ease, good Mantis. Young wisdom.
Where are we supposed to go now?
Bastion.
I'm in
Talking
the Bastion.
to Meryl.
Use these principles.
Arrow.
Did I forget his name when it was
I
on
got a
screen?
couple of
Yes.
quests, but are we on Beachcomber or are we on Shadows of History?
I'm on Beachcomber,
Okay. I'm gonna stick to that one.
which is
I
a
am
little
in
bit ahead of
back in the
talking to
saddle.
Merle. I just finished talking to Merle,
Ye-
so Beachcomber
me
comes
too.
after.
Yeah. Okay. Good. You know how that goes. I just didn't want to, like, 5 minutes from now, discover that I was
Yeah.
doing it because I've done it before.
Go across the sea that I think you're gonna die on. Yeah, that tracks. That sounds like this game.
I remember some of these fights as being so hard, and we just like breeze through them. It's kind of amazing.
I know.
You've sort of got it down to a science.
We do at this
Yup.
point.
Spellbinder, I've been waiting for you. Be on guard. The way to Crescent Beach. Dragon, help me collect some dragon beetle pods
Okay.
from this cavern. Be careful. Dragon beetle.
Back into the fort. No, sorry, not the fort. This random ass cave. I do think it's funny how two of our party always have Stitch closed and the other two don't.
Yeah, we've all got different aesthetics, I think.
Ye-
I also think that I like changing my clothes a lot.
That's fair.
So I kind of like the new drip.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna look for something to stitch mine too, because it's already gotten a little old for me. Although I might dye it and see if that changes my mind.
Vibe.
Yeah, I still need to get the boots. I've got to do that.
Fair.
Let's do this.
Did you guys fix your deck after the cheat fight?
Yes.
So I didn't put in my hexes, but it's not that big of a deal. Blades tend to be more efficient anyways.
Yeah.
Especially, like, if we're fighting a boss, we'll put them back in, but against little guys like these...
Look at the cute
Little
little
guy.
guys.
Are these dragones?
They are beetles.
Huh.
Beetles that look like dragones.
But I don't know how, but somehow level 102 really snuck up on me.
Yeah, vibe.
But it's very nice to start the fight with, oh my god, it's going to make farming so easy. I could start a fight with 3 pips and just Deer Knight in round 1.
Oh, that is nice.
That's incredible. I only just realized that. Oh, this is going to be so fun.
Yeah, and I got to listen to me talk about Pathfinder all weekend.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to hyperfixate on Pathfinder again.
That's
So,
okay.
I read probably close to 200 or 300 pages of just Pathfinder, like, stuff. Rachel also experienced at least some of this, because I'm starting to, like, actually read through and think about how I want to prep Kingmaker.
Mhm.
So,
Oh, Rachel, I wanted to ask, when did you wanna watch Rome together?
That's a good question. If we want to do your day off for now, and then
Yeah,
whenever my schedule picks up, we maybe shift it.
that works. I mean, it's not a super long series anyway, so... But maybe we'll
Yeah.
find something else to watch. We could watch iClaudius afterwards.
Yeah.
Me, what if I just force Rachel to watch all of the shows I want her to watch?
Yeah.
such is life.
Yeah.
Well, it's not very long, and it's also like we're definitely going to be skipping the weirder bits.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah, we're
You
just...
mean all the sex?
So it'll
Yeah,
go
we're
by
gonna
fast,
skip all the
hopefully.
on-screen sex and be like, okay.
That's gonna be a
moving
good
on.
percentage of the runtime, I would imagine.
It does cut a significant amount out.
I mean, it'll probably shave at least 5 minutes off of every episode.
Yeah.
Oh, little guys.
They're cuties.
Cutie patooties.
We got them.
Indeed. But yeah, Emma and I are finally getting to the close of at least some of the shows we've been watching.
Yeah, we've finished a few of them.
Into the
And I think we're gonna finish.
will burn the barricade down.
In the next couple weeks, we'll probably finish Librarians.
Yeah, and then maybe we can finish Warehouse 13 and we'll be done.
Yeah, and then we'll find something else to watch.
Yeah.
Which is probably gonna be Hamster
Those
and
are some
Gretel.
quality programs.
What?
Crescent.
Quality programs, I said.
Yeah. I've
Oh, yeah,
convinced
both of those shows.
Leaf to watch all of the shows I love. So
Yeah. Which is a lot of live action. I'm not usually a live action person, so
yeah. Well, you just haven't been exposed to the quality stuff.
yeah. I watched House MD while growing up. That was my live action television experience.
And well, Hugh Laurie is a good actor.
House MD kind of sucks.
House MD is objectively not a great show.
That
I mean, it's a
and-
good show, but it's also a bad show, if that
And
makes sense.
Sherlock.
What?
That and Sherlock were like my
I mean, I know people make fun
Like the
of
BBC
Sherlock,
one.
but I don't think it's
Yeah.
that bad of a show, to be
No,
honest.
it's not that bad. But like
It
those
goes
were
off.
my
I think so. It had some of the Game of Thrones effect, where the ending was so bad that it retroactively made
True.
everything before it bad.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's kind of what happened.
That is part of it, for sure.
I remember thinking it was pretty good, especially the first few episodes they did.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't like it once they had the whole thing with like Watson's wife.
The first 2 seasons were really good. The 3rd season was pretty good. And the next season or 2, I forget whether there was 1 or 2 seasons after that, were bad.
Yeah.
I will say there were some cracks. They used and I think, to be fair, this is true to the original books.
Mhm.
It's more of a flaw with like Sherlock the character and the writing around him than
Right.
it is with like a flaw of the actual show.
Right.
But they use the thing where, if I recall correctly, that Sherlock just kind of goes and looks stuff up off screen and then comes back
Right.
and like just is like, of course this is so obvious, yada yada yada. Which, to be fair, I believe like I've only read one or two of the original stories. I'm pretty sure like that happened, and I was like, this feels like breaking a rule of detective stories.
Yeah.
For like the detective to go and like solve crucial bits of the thing off screen. And it's like, I mean, technically saying he went and looked it up, looked up this bit of information kind of makes sense, but I feel like there's a better way to handle it. Because it means you as the reader can't in any way follow along and guess. And you can't watch them solve it, which is kind of the two main draws of a detective story, is either watching the detective solve it so that maybe if you go reread it, you go, oh, that's what's happening right now. Or reading it and trying to solve it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And having the detective walk off screen and then come back into the next scene with new information feels like cheating.
Yeah.
But it also made it one of the few detective shows I could watch with my father, because he didn't figure it out before the detective did. This is an actual problem that Dad and I have when we try and watch detective shows together. Is he works it out in advance of the story reveal, and then he tells you, and you're like, "Oh, come on, man!"
Was it Eureka, the one that I consistently guessed what was gonna happen?
Yeah,
beforehand?
it's like
Yes,
that.
yeah.
It's like that, but with
But
a
you had
detective
already
show.
watched it, so
Yeah. No, but I watched Elementary with my dad, and I had already watched a couple seasons of it, and like about a third of the way into every episode, he was like, "Is it this guy?" And I'm like, "You can't possibly know that yet. There is no way. There is no way." So yeah, that's the team. My dad is smarter
I mean,
than
on the
Sherlock
other hand, right?
Holmes.
They definitely are giving you hints, right?
Right.
I mean, it's just it's the opposite of what Rachel said, right? They give you the pieces,
Yeah, that does make
And
elementary a
sometimes
lot of fun to
you have
watch.
to guess in advance what other pieces you're going to get. But
Yeah, the problem is that you're really
despite
good
how
at it.
much I love, despite how much I love detective stories and how many I'm like, and how much I've become familiar with the tropes of the genre, I'm still
Right.
shockingly bad at guessing the murderer.
Yeah,
Right.
like I will say that is one of the things that's really interesting about watching detective shows with you, Dad, is that you clearly, like, part of your brain just really quickly picks up on the clues. You know, you would be a good storybook detective. You need to, you know.
Well, it's probably more that I've learned to recognize like the writers.
Well, yeah, exactly. I'm not saying you would be a good detective in real life. I'm saying if you
No,
were
I
in
would
like
not
a
be.
genre, you know, detective, you'd be like.
I'm
there.
gonna take this moment to pitch Of the Devil, which is a visual novel detective game. Where you're a criminal defense attorney defending murderers, usually, or people who are being accused of murder. It's really fucking good and has really good writing. So I'm just gonna pitch that. The first, like, the tutorial episode is free, and the first episode is like $10, and it's like a solid like 5 or 6 hours of content. So
Nice.
I'm gonna pitch it. It's on Steam. It's real good. I'm playing it through with some friends right now.
Yeah. Anyway. Good to know.
This is me also pitching it so that they get the funding to release episode 2 sooner rather than later.
That is an excellent point. Everybody should go out and buy it immediately.
Buy it
Yeah.
right now so that we can get episode 2.
Everybody should go.
Fair, I still need to buy episode 1, but like I'm waiting till we finish, or at least get further through the first episode, because I had a lot of unexpected car bills this month.
Yeah.
Emma is playing with the yarn winder.
Well, it fell off its thing.
I
Off the table. I don't know why.
don't know.
So I was trying to figure out if something had broken.
Probably a cat.
Probably a cat was playing with it, but that was what made me want to check and see if anything was broken.
Fair.
Since some of our cats are none too gentle with
Neither of them are gentle.
me looking at Hazel's butt.
That is her butt.
Like Hazel is sitting in such a way where her butt is like very prominently in our faces.
She, from this perspective, she kind of looks like that one robot from Robots, with the fat ass.
Kinda, yeah.
Like not as bad, but like.
I will say that this is actually a sign of affection in cats when they put their back to you, because it means that they trust you and they're watching your back.
She's chill. We like her.
Yeah.
Yes, we like the cat that we own.
We like our own cat baby.
That is ideal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, I've been carried off my swim goggles recently, and I now can't find them. I don't know where he's hidden them, but I saw him like kind of trot off with them, and I was like, well, I'll find them later, and now I can't find them.
The nice thing about Hazel is she doesn't pick things up with her mouth that often.
Ivan is quite mouthy for a cat.
Yeah.
Like, he likes chewing.
Dude, her mouth is tiny.
So is Ivan.
That's true, but he's still a bigger boy, so he has a bigger mouth.
Yeah.
He does like chewing, though. Yeah, you are correct. He is like, yes, I will consume the earbud case.
Consume the earbuds, consume the phone, consume the goggles.
Yeah, he really likes that rubbery texture.
Yeah.
Consume the butter.
Consume the butter, consume the olive oil.
Yep. He is a black hole.
He is kind of a black hole, a cat.
Yeah.
All right, I got the shadow pip, so I get to use the glow bugs.
Oh.
This is exciting stuff, you guys.
Oh, glow bugs, go. Hi.
Little guys. Love the movement on that water. It's nicely textured, but like that's not how water moves. Oh wow.
Yeah, no, glow bugs is a crazy, crazy spell.
Yeah.
It's a crazy spell, and it's like 5 pips.
Yeah,
Wow.
glow bugs OP.
Glad it's on our side.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not always,
We
though.
do
That's
hit-
the bad
Yeah,
news.
not always.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, it's on our side for now.
To be fair, the first time we saw the spell, it was being used against us, so
Yes.
Yeah.
I am stuck in the loading screen. Oh, I have freed myself.
Thank you.
With the signet ring, it should be head through the umbra. We may as well confront the White Razors. They likely know how to find the Dark Master.
Umbra barrier.
They're really committed to their theme.
Yeah, they are. I mean, Morganthe is a thematic girl.
We can respect that.
So,
She...
as is usual, I have not been paying any attention to the plot. What is happening?
We're trying to figure out how to get across the ocean, but the ocean is very treacherous. So we're interrogating these guys to get us to tell us who the harbor master is, so that we can interrogate him and get us to tell us how to cross the sea.
Okay, what do we need that's on the other side of the ocean?
Morganthe?
Morganthe is on the other side of the ocean.
Ah.
We do slightly need her, so we can kill her.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's our
Yeah, that
goal?
would be good.
Like, clearly defeating her hasn't worked before. She's just come back. And I'm not sure that Wizard 101 has a functional prison rehabilitation system.
There are some jails.
Are they rehabilitating the people in jail?
No.
My point.
But there are jails. They exist.
We have been kidnapped. We've been put in jail a couple times, haven't we?
Have we?
We've at least been, like, kidnapped, I think, once. If you don't...
I guess, is there a clear distinction between jail and just being stuck in some random person's dungeon?
True.
Well, I mean, there's the Labyrinth at Dragonspire, so that's like a legit prison.
Yeah.
And we end up accidentally releasing someone from prison. But
That's true. I mean, technically, Merle can't kidnapped us.
We break people out of jail in Marleybone, too.
we do break people out of jail in Marleybone. There is a Marleybonian prison we could put her in.
Do you think they could hold her?
They couldn't even hold a cat.
Exactly.
Like, not even a non-boss cat. They could hold, like, the basic bitch.
Their current prison is in shambles. We've seen it. There are giant holes in the wall.
There are giant holes in it. Yeah, we ran from
And
cell to
unless there's
cell.
like a way to suppress her magic.
I didn't say that it was a good option. I just said that it was available.
Is there magic suppressant in this universe?
Not that we know of. But on the other hand, if you close the door and lock it, it's not like they have anybody to duel with.
That's true. But Morganthe uses her magic outside of duels. Like, that's how she's possessing people.
She's not possessing them.
She's corrupting them, though.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's very unclear how that works, actually, since our magic clearly does not work like that, although it kind of does.
I mean, we are also not mainly using shadow magic. It's possible it's just advanced shadow magic that we haven't learned because we're protagonists.
We have, like, Beguile,
Alternatively,
where you take...
we also have cantrips that we can use outside of duels.
That is true, and we have crafting. We got a lot of... You're right. Fuck.
And the gardening magic.
True. She just has a massive energy pool.
Yeah, her pet energy is off the charts.
See?
That's what she put all of her gear towards.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a mental image.
It's probably fine.
Probably.
Imagine if the bosses changed pets, like had pets, and then like changed them whenever we like beat them the first time. They were like, I need a better one.
I do love that. Sorry, one of our friends just dropped a photo of stuff that their partner got at Pride. And I was like, damn, that Pokemon plush looks like it's probably from the same booth that we got a Pokemon plush from, too.
You know, I have so much respect for the people selling vaguely bootleg Pokemon plushies.
To be fair, the Meloetta plush and that Bikini plush looks very on brand.
Yeah.
It's more of the, like, common Pokemon that they have to, like, make a little more off-brand.
As I said, they're selling bootleg Pokemon merchandise, and I respect it so much.
It was also very funny because I was like, oh yeah, this Pokemon, and they immediately like grabbed the plush before we even came up to the counter.
Yeah, we were having a conversation like a few feet back from the stall, and Leaf was like pointing out the one that they wanted to me because I was gonna get it for them for Christmas.
Yeah.
And when we got up, the person at the stall held up the Pokemon that we were talking about, and they were like, "I'm sorry, I heard you talking. I hear obscure Pokemon names," and they called me, and I'm like, oh, this is definitely Leaf's people.
Yeah.
We are amongst friends here.
To be fair, I gave Emma, like, hey, if you're ever looking for another one, here's an even more obscure one, which is Keldeo Resolute form.
Yeah.
Because that's the gay Keldeo.
Yes. Well, I need an ever more obscure list of Pokemon to get you.
I do need to just sit down and make a tier list.
Because, like, that's, like, I mean, obviously I can't buy you them for every holiday forever.
No.
But
they don't end up like Katie.
They make you so happy.
They do. They're such little guys.
So it's, like, kind of hard not to be like, well, I'll just get them one more.
Yeah.
Because then I know it will bring you such joy.
Well, you know that there is a maximum, at least currently.
There is a maximum.
Not including the special ones and outfits that they spell. So.
Also, you say, I'll end up like Katie. Like, that's, like, a bad thing.
No, it's not. I'm just telling you, be careful how many you get me.
I don't know.
You will have to live with them also.
Exactly.
I do have to live with them, but...
Oh, perfect. I just found a chart for all of them. I'll do this later.
Oh, God.
I will make a tier list.
I'm afraid.
You should be.
At least it'll keep things nice and organized for me.
Yeah, I'll like save the PNG and I'll send it to you. You'll have to figure out which Pokemon they are because you don't know all of them like I do.
No, it's true.
There are a couple that I don't know. I don't know the name of most of the Gen 8 fossils. I also don't know a good portion of the Ultra Beasts. And that's about it. I know what's there.
I was gonna say, didn't you get to about 900 Pokemon before you gave up?
Yeah, it was like 850, I think.
Yeah. And
I also don't know some of the more obscure Scarlet Violet DLC. I don't know the Scarlet Violet Ogerpon DLC guys.
Who are you? Are you
Because there's other mythicals that were introduced there. Sorry, continue. Oh, she's reading dialogue. Because I have not played those.
We need to look for these, Hopper.
And I might have issues remembering. I know Zerora's name, but there's like the one electric cat that's from Gen 8 that I don't know super well because it doesn't really have fleshed out lore. It's just kind of there. That might be Zerora. I don't know. Because that is Zeraora. Because the monkey one I'm thinking about is Zarude. And they're both late game Gen 8 legendaries that were like mystery gifted things. Now I'm just talking about Pokemon.
It's okay, you're cute when you talk about Pokemon.
Thanks.
I wonder how many Wizard 101 mobs you could name.
Who?
And how many there are. Where's Charles?
I keep getting hung up by dialogue here. All right, I'm here.
To be fair, I don't really pay attention to
We
their
were
names.
sitting on a sigil and I was like, Charles is... Oh, he's here. Okay, cool.
Like, I don't pay
like,
attention to the
we'll
Wizard
repeat it
101
earlier.
guys' names.
I pay attention to their typing, not the specific name they're given.
Exactly. Like, main
Yeah, there's a
villains,
lot
yeah?
of, specific name, right? You know, they have things like Kyanite Lancer and Lost Souls and...
Right.
Jack the Scratcher.
Right. scratchers.
Yeah.
And they all have got.
The issue is they just recolor the models so much.
Oh.
The game is not appreciating this.
Whoa.
The
Oh,
game
well,
is,
like what happened there?
yeah,
I don't know.
that was a worse glitch than usual.
I wound up first, and that's not good.
No, that's not good.
That's definitely suboptimal.
Oh, this is a very cute mammal of some kind.
Yeah, it appears to be
A mice?
A gerbil.
A gerbil.
It's a gerbil. You can tell by the tail.
Yeah. So I learned that there are red squirrels in our area.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
When I was little, we had 2 squirrels in our backyard, one of which was a big gray one and one of which was a little red one. And my parents, being the normal people that they are, named them Leonardo and Raphael after Renaissance painters.
Nice. Did it break on your guys' end?
No, it seems to be working okay for me.
I just got kicked out of the fight.
Great how, but you are dead.
Yeah, you
are dead on my screen.
You're not dead on my screen, but you don't have a health bar, like you were kicked out.
It kicked me out of the
Yeah.
fight. Like I physically walked around outside of the fight for a couple seconds.
Well, that's bizarre. Okay.
Hey, you're back.
You're back now, and you have pips.
This is so strange.
Weird ass
Yeah.
shit.
So maybe after this fight is a good time to wrap it up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it seems like Wizard 101's maybe having a few issues.
Yeah, just a couple.
I recall these areas being a little bit glitchy, but I also played these when they were first coming out, so I could just be... That could be it. But I remember having some issues in these areas because of glitches.
I mean, it would also be pretty par for the course for King's Isle to have, an area be glitchy, 10 years after they
Yeah.
Yeah, like
first made it.
on one hand, it could have just been because I did just come out,
Whatever
but it
the
could
hell that
also
was
just
with
be
the bazaar last week.
Yeah. Like, it for sure could have been resolved. It for sure also could just be like...
It could also just be pretty bizarre because it was, the bazaar.
Yeah, it could be an ongoing issue. Who knows?
Oh yeah.
Not me.
Yup.
Yeah.
But I especially remember the middle of the Starfalls Sea having some issues.
We'll have to keep an eye out for him then.
Yeah.
The devs are just like, it's a feature, not a bug.
Functional ass website.
This is not a website.
Functional ass game.
There we go. Yeah, having Charles up front is really messing with our mojo.
Yeah, it's just throwing us off. It's all
Well,
wrong.
we didn't do too badly in the grand scheme of things.
No,
That's
it's working
true.
out okay. It's just...
Usually if you go last, we would have killed him in one round.
Yeah, I felt like I didn't have as much time as usual to.
Yeah.
fair. Well, and Leaf kind of got tossed out
Got
and
my
came
move.
back, and that just threw us off. I thought, oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch.
And I could have sworn I saw Gilroy run in.
Yeah.
I
then-
did.
No.
I ran in
And
and started
I
the fight.
wound up first.
And I looked down at something else, and I heard people go, "Hey, what the fuck?" And I looked up, and I was third in line. Going,
Yeah, so
What?
what happened on my screen is you ran in, the enemies ran around a little bit, and then they glitched out, and then you were third in the fight.
Yeah, I saw the fight start, I saw the fight stop, and then I saw the fight restart, and this time Dad was in the first spot.
Yeah.
"Wild."
Yeah, something must have gone astray there.
Wait. Tell me. By the damn
Like,
sun.
Some sort of interruption of the connection, or
Are you lying to me?
Okay, and with that, we should probably end stream for today.
Yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna leave the Discord. It's good talking to you guys. See you later. Okay, let's see if anyone I'm following is live. Oh, Bossman is live. We'll go say hi to him. He's playing Dead by Daylight, so if you don't like horror, maybe don't come. So yeah, I'll be live later this week. Bye!